All right, y'all got jokes. Okay. All right, this next question comes from Jack's Steelers fan 28, and he writes, OG Ant, I watched your Kung Fu movie tournament the other day, and it was fantastic. I know you have a villains tournament coming up, so let me ask you a different question. Who would you have in a heroes tournament? Who are your front runners and why? Looking forward to your answer. You asking me to give away some of the secret sauce for another tournament that we might be doing. Okay, I'll play. So depending on how well this next tournament goes, by the way, check that out. That'll be May 3rd, Saturday afternoon. We're doing a villains tournament. We may do a heroes tournament. That might be a great discussion as well. Who knows? But if you're asking me who would I have in the tournament, first of all, I typically don't choose who's in the tournament. We put a bunch of names out. We put them in a raffle basket. We spin the basket and we draw names and things of that nature. We only have 32 slots. I wish that I could do a stream with 64. We just logistically, it's very difficult to do. Be that as it may. If you're talking about, I'm not going to give you 32, but I will give you some names that I think would be good in a heroes tournament. So I'm gonna start with some Venoms first, right? So Philip Kwok for sure, Lo Mang, and there's no disrespect on Chang Shang. I'm not disrespecting him or my kicking guy whose name just jumped out of my head for some reason. But the two that stand out amongst them as far as hero characters, I'm gonna say Philip Kwok and Lo Mang. Chen Quan Tai. I mean, Chen Quan Tai, that's huge. Lar Kar Lung. I mean, come on, quit playing. Gordon Liu. I got Gordon Liu as one of my top 4, right? Of all time, right? Gordon Liu. I mean, I got to put Bruce Lee in. I mean, I just got to put him in because he's Bruce, right? Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Jackie Chan. Goodness gracious. Man, there's so many. I mean, I'm not a personal fan of him, but I know a lot of people that love Philip Kwok. Not Philip Kwok, excuse me. Cliff Locke. Charles Loon. Three Eyes Lou. I think he would be good. A lot of people like him. He didn't do that many movies, but a lot of people like him. Man, there's so many. John Chang, Sammo Hung, Yun Biao. I mean, oh my goodness. There are so many. And if you're asking like why, I mean, I have different reasons. Some of them I think are incredibly cool. Like that Riz, that smoothness, like a Lo Mang, that cool that he has. I love that, man. I love that. If we're talking about Philip Kwok, he's just all round. He can fight. He's an acrobat, right? I mean, he's very charming. He can act, right? Convince you that he's blind in one movie. In another movie, he's, sad and quiet. And in another, I mean, he's just all round. Gordon Liu, I mean, what can you say? And he does it all. He's very convincing as a heroic monk. Then he'll flip it on you and he'll be, just a lay person, right? I can't tell you. I think I have I hate to use this word, but every important Gordon Liu film, I have it. Like every one of them. Every one of them. I mean, and how many movies do you associate that are classics that you associate with Gordon Liu? Right? Dirty Ho, Clan of the White Lotus, right? The Master Killer series. I mean, there are just so many movies. Heroes East, right? There's so many movies that even the movies that he participates in, he elevates them. Just think about the fight scene, right, at the beginning of Shaolin Mantis. He's literally in the movie for 5 minutes, and he helps get the movie off to a great start, right? Think about his I wouldn't call it a cameo because he showed up a couple of times throughout the movie, but his fight scene, right, in Legendary Weapons of China. I mean, the dude is just, oh my God. And as you're starting to see a lot of our legends, God bless, are starting to leave us and pass on to the afterlife, that one's going to hit me hard. It's going to hit me hard. I know that he had a stroke a few years back, and I understand that he's convalescing and that he's gotten better, but heaven forbid the day that he leaves us, it's going to hit me personally very hard. Right. Yeah, man, all these guys I have so much affection for. I think that Sammo Hung is a national treasure, right? Oftentimes gets overshadowed by Jackie Chan, but I think that Sammo Hung is fantastic, right? I like him in comedic roles more than Jackie Chan, if you can believe that. Again, there's just so many great. I like John Chang. I know that he's supposed to be a Jackie Chan clone, but I like the movies that he's in, right? I like writing Kung Fu. I like Snake in the Monkey Shadow, right? I like Eagles Killer. Like, I dig these movies. Even though he played a villain in some early Shaw Brothers stuff, like some stuff with Gordon Liu, still, I dig him, man. I like him a lot. There's so many that it's hard to say them all, especially off the top of the dome. But those are the ones that stick out to me right from the beginning. And I would say that in a tournament where you have a litany of opinions, and the opinions are not, it's not just the panel, right, that's voting. We're also taking the input from the chat. So the people in the chat also, they have a say in who wins each round as we go round by round. And some of it is draw, right? Some of it is luck of the draw, right? Who the matchups are. But yeah, we have some front runners. We have some, we got some big names that are front runners, but you just never know who could wind up winning because everybody, everyone has an opinion. And even when we do come to a winner, it's not always a consensus. I could tell you from the Villains tournament, if I'm being honest with you, excuse me, not the Villains tournament, from our Kung Fu movie tournament, I don't agree with what won, right? And that 8 diagram pole fighters didn't even make it into the tournament because of the people who voted the movies in, right? That it didn't even make it into the tournament, right? Prodigal Son didn't even make it into the tournament. So even though we had to vote on what we had to vote on in the end, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a consensus. I'm pretty sure that people who watched our tournament vehemently disagreed with the winner. I'm trying to remember it now. I want to say it was Chinese Super Ninjas. I think that was the winner. I've already forgotten, but same thing with our Villains tournament that's coming up. With our Villains tournament, we've got Johnny Wang Lung Wei, we've got Lu Fang, we've got we just have so many villainous bad guys, and Huang John Lee. We don't know who is going to come down to. In my mind, I have who I think is going to win, but you just don't know. You just don't know. Personally, one of these people could get taken out in an earlier round. You don't know, right? So that's what makes this fun. That's what makes the discussion fun. and trying our best to keep Kung Fu alive and have fun and melt with each other and get to know each other and get to spend time with one another, talking and sharing our viewpoints and stuff. This stuff's great. I love it. Thank you so much for this question. It's gotten me hyped up. I really appreciate it. Who would you all have in a heroes field of 32 tournament? Who would you all have? Comment below and let us know. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jack Steelers fan 28, for the question. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, let's go.